Hello, good morning students. So, we will be continuing with the lesson biological classification. In the last class, what we have started is we have talked about the structure of a bacterial cell, right? So, we have talked about the different types of classification, and which classification we are following is Whittaker's 5 kingdom classification. And according to Whittaker's 5 kingdom classification, we had the 5 kingdoms called as Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia, and we have started with Monera. Right? Talking about Monera, what is the first line that we remember? That it is the kingdom of prokaryotes, and we were discussing the structure of a prokaryotic cell. In the last class, we have shown it with the help of a diagram, right? So, what do we remember from the last class, or how does the diagram look like? Just to have a rough idea, it was something like this, right? Ami tinta layer rakhisilo, right? And yate ki asile mesosomes asile, yato mesosomes asile, nuclear material asile, plasmid asile, right? We have already discussed the flagella, the pili, the fimbriae, etc., right? Actually, we have discussed. Today, what we are going to discuss is, we have started with the cell envelope, right? If you remember, cell envelope was something to be talked about. Cell envelope, in case of bacteria, consists of key 3 layers. No? What are the 3 layers? You have the outermost layer that is called as capsule. Yeah, the next layer was cell wall, and the next layer was cell membrane, right? So, in the last class, we have talked about the capsule and the cell membrane. Some points from the capsule, what we remember is maximum of the bacteria, or in case of almost all the, it will be wrong if I use the word almost all. Some bacteria have a capsule and some bacteria are without a capsule, right? The third layer to obviously thakibo, not necessarily in the form of a capsule. If suppose the capsule is absent, in its place ki asile at a slimy layer present asile, right? So, capsule thakile ki hosile, what was the advantage of having a capsule? The bacteria was much what? Protected, no? So, that bacteria to ami easily maribo nwarim karon tar eta outer covering, eta outer protection ase, that is called as a capsule, right? Junbilak bacteria capsule nasile, tahator eta slimy layer asile, and that slimy layer could be removed off very easily. Even by washing it with water, that slimy layer could be removed off, right? We have talked about capsule, and next to the capsule was the cell wall, and next to cell wall was the cell membrane. Cell membrane was also called as plasma membrane, and how does the structure look like? The structure look like almost same as the cell membrane of a eukaryotic cell. In the last class, we have drawn something like this. Enukata structure akisilo mon asene cell membrane or, right? And we had something like this, and here again. So, ebilak ki asile phospholipids, right? So, ultimately what we have concluded is cell membrane is made up of phospholipid bilayer, and together with this phospholipid bilayer we had certain molecules of proteins also. Tar mane cell membrane kon kihere bonua, it is made up of phospholipid and certain types of proteins. In the chapter cell, what are the different types of proteins? We are going to discuss it in details. As of now, we remember cell membrane or the plasma membrane is something that is present in both the eukaryotic cell and the prokaryotic cell. How does the structure look like? The structure looks like this. What does the structure tells us? It tells us that a cell membrane is made up of phospholipid bilayer and certain types of proteins, right? So, ekin loke discuss koriso. Aji ami discuss ki korim? Cell wall. Cell wall. What we know about the cell wall? It is a layer that lies between the capsule and the cell membrane, right? It is rigid and a complex structure, right? Made up of peptidoglycan. Main component ki peptidoglycan. Cell wall, if you remember in the last class what we said, plant cell bilakot hoday eta cell wall thake, and the main component of the plant cell wall is obviously cellulose. But in case of bacteria to cell wall thake, kitu main component ki cellulose obviously nohoy, because cellulose is absent. What is present is something called as peptidoglycan. So these are the points we have to remember about the cell wall. Next, On the basis of cell wall structure, bacteria bilakok dubhagot bhag korise. Some of them are called as gram positive and some of them are called as gram negative. What we need to remember is gram positive cell wall or gram negative or cell wall duitar structure gita beleg beleg, right? So how does it look like? And what is gram positive and what is gram negative bacteria? As far as staining is concerned, bacteria bilakok dubhagot bhag korise, gram positive or gram negative. After this topic, we are going to discuss something about staining in bacteria. As of now, cell wall ki koisu, two types or buli koisu. Two types kar gram positive or gram negative. Gram positive cell wall and gram negative cell wall, right? How does it look like? Diagram eta akilo. Please mute the audio. Let me draw the diagram first and then we'll understand the difference. Okay, so we were discussing the cell wall of bacteria. So what's the main component ki hoy? So it is something that is called as peptidoglycan, right? And when we are talking about two different types of cell wall, gram positive, gram negative or duitary cell wall to beleg beleg in terms of the structure. And from the diagram, I think we can see some of the differences. What is the difference? This is the cell wall of gram positive and this is the cell wall of gram negative. Duita jehetu bacterial cell wall, to obviously tat ki thakibo, peptidoglycan to thakiboi. So in this case, in case of gram positive, if you have noticed, the amount of peptidoglycan is always more as compared to the amount that is present in gram negative, right? So peptidoglycan area to ma mark kori disu, this is peptidoglycan, this is also peptidoglycan. Yate kiman ase almost 10%, but in case of gram positive, it is almost 90%. So obviously in gram positive, ki hoy peptidoglycan or amount to besi hoy. Second, the next layer is something that is called as cell membrane. Again, if you are comparing, cell membrane in case of gram positive is just eta ki ami kiman paisu phospholipid bilayer matra eta layer paisu, but in this case we have two layers, no, ekhinte eta layer, ekhinte eta layer. Yate ki dekhiso peptidoglycan is not covered with another membrane, but in this case the peptidoglycan is covered with the membrane, right? Yate double membrane ase, yate single membrane ase. In case of gram positive, you have another structure that is called as lipoteichoic acid, right? Lipoteichoic acid, or it could be also called as teichoic acid, and this is the most important point to be remembered in case of a gram positive cell wall, right? So unique characteristic of a gram positive cell wall: first, amount of peptidoglycan is more; second, teichoic acid is present. Similarly, in case of gram negative, teichoic acid is absent, and plus peptidoglycan amount is less, and plus the cell membrane is double layered. So a duta hol tumar gram positive or gram negative. He karone cell wall or structure to beleg karone tahator characteristics bilako beleg hoi thake, right? And teichoic acid is always a characteristic of gram positive, right? So a bostu to it's now this is just a rough diagram, okay? It does not look like this. Edala or thread like structure to obviously dekha na pai, no? So just to show the presence of teichoic acid, This is the way that I have drawn, right? So from the diagram itself, তোমালোকে কি মনত ৰাখিবা that teichoic acid, you cannot hear me. কোনো শুনা পোৱা নাই, it's only one student who cannot hear me. At least, okay, you can hear me, no? Okay, so for that student who cannot hear me, just see if there is something wrong with your audio, right? Okay, let me continue. Okay, I think you have understood the differences between gram positive and gram negative, no? Jetia cell wall kotha porha, bacterial cell wall main component ki peptidoglycan. This is the most important word that you need to remember, right? And because of these two differences, no, it has relation with disease causing capacity kar besike thake, staining capacity ba gram stain kune loy, heblak sob bostu kihor upor depend kore, the structure of the cell wall upor depend kore. Next, we have to read some points. We have to know certain informations about teichoic acid and certain informations about peptidoglycan. Teichoic acid. So teichoic acid of first information hami ki jano, only present in gram positive bacteria, right? What is the function of teichoic acid? Function to janibo lagibo. What is the function? The function is it acts as a receptor site to certain viruses. That is the first function. Second is it prevents the degradation of the cell and loss of certain enzymes. So teichoic acid, no doubt we are studying, iman details or question ahan hai etialoke, but in spite of that we need to know some more information, right? So that is the reason why I have given the functions. And what is teichoic acid? Teichoic acid is the most important characteristic that is seen in case of gram positive. What is the function? It acts as a receptor site. Now what we understand by the word receptor site? Receptor site pane ki? Yeah, june jodni ki bacteria, if suppose we are okay, if you are talking about a bacteria like this, no, jodi eto bacteria hoy ar yate dhora eta virus ase. Have you heard something called as bacteriophage? Hunisane? Bacteriophage, no? And how does the diagram of the bacteriophage look like? Something like this, right? এই বস্তুটোক বা এনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ স্ট্ৰাকচাৰ এটাক আমি কি বুলি কৈছিলো? বেক্টেৰিওফেজ, ৰাইট? হোৱাট ইজ বেক্টেৰিওফেজ? বেক্টেৰিয়া প্লাছ ভাইৰাছ ইজ ইকুৱেল টু বেক্টেৰিওফেজ. Phage is the other name for a virus, right? So ki hoy kisuman bacteria logot kisuman virus attach hoi jay, right? And then one combination is bacteriophage. Eta kotha to hol jodi virus to bacteria tat lagibo lage, etu eta bacteria ase, if suppose this is the virus ahi pelai bacteria lagibo no, cell khonot lagibo lagibo, kuntu area log lagibo, kuntu area join hobo is decided by what? The presence of teichoic acid. So this area has been, or this area act as what? The receptor site for certain type of viruses. Is the point understood now? Function of teichoic acid buzi paise, no? Next is the second function. Yeah, the second function is prevents the degradation of the cell. Any eta bacteria, no, cell wall or sobotse important characteristic ki. What is the most important function of a cell wall? The most important function is it stops or it prevents the bacterial cell from expanding or bursting. Now, panit thake generally, so pani bilak absorb kori jodi it will keep on swelling. At a certain time it might burst also. So that the bursting of the cell does not take place, who maintains it? It's always the cell wall. And yeah. Excuse me, cover audio to there is a certain type of disturbance that is coming to the class. Excuse me? Is any student asking me? Okay, that's what. Okay. Just give me a second. Yeah, actually, just give me a second. Yeah, some voice in Hindi it is coming, right? Maybe. Okay. Yeah, he's from the office itself. Just give me 5 seconds. I think it's okay now, right? Okay, I think you all can hear now. So what I was saying is, I was discussing about teichoic acid. Where will you find the teichoic acid? Obviously on the cell wall of the bacteria. What is the function of a cell wall? To prevent the cell from expanding and bursting. What is the function of a teichoic acid? It acts as a receptor site, so that is the area in which the virus will come and attack, right? So these are the informations about teichoic acid. As far as bacteriophage is concerned, আমি যেতিয়া virus পঢ়িম তেতিয়া আমি bacteriophage or details কৰিম. Right. So related with the cell wall of bacteria, the first point is teichoic acid. The next point that we are going to read is peptidoglycan. It is peptidoglycan. So peptidoglycan is কি হয় আমি জানো যে যেতিয়া peptidoglycan এর কথাটো শুনো, we know that this is the main constituent of what? Is the main constituent of the bacterial cell, right? It is also called as murin or mucopeptide. So a murin নামটো মনত ৰাখিব লাগিব ৰে কেতিয়াবা অপচনত কোৱেশ্চনছত যেতিয়া আহিব peptidoglycan নাহি পেলাই murinও আহিব পাৰে, so we have to remember that. Next, peptidoglycan is made up of two parts, peptide and glycan. Peptide আৰু glycan part, right? দুইটা লগ লাগি পেলাই কি ফৰ্ম কৰিছে? peptidoglycan ফৰ্ম কৰিছে। আৰু peptide পাৰ্টৰ আমি কি জানিব লাগিব? It is made up of 4 types of amino acids. And what are the 4 amino acids? D-alanine, just a moment, L-alanine, D-glutamine, and lysine. One second. Instead of writing lysine, let's write L-lysine. Now, so peptide বা peptidoglycan is made up of certain types of amino acids, right? So বহুত গিটা peptide part to কিছুমান amino acids থাকিব, and even in case of glucan part also তাত কি থাকিব? Amino acids থাকিব. Now out of all these amino acids that I am going to write, গোটেই গিটা মুখস্থ কৰিব নালাগে, because the questions up till now it has not been asked in such a detail, right? What is important from all these 4 is this one, L-lysine. কিহৰ কাৰণে? যে L-lysine is something that is present only in case of gram positive cell wall, right? কিন্তু in case of gram negative, right? So peptidoglycan is a main constituent of the cell wall. It is made up of certain types of amino acids. These are the amino acids that are common for both positive and negative, but we have the 4th one that is called as L-lysine. L-lysine is present only in positive, and in case of a negative cell, I mean negative gram negative cell wall, L-lysine nathaki pelai in its place ki thakibo, you have something called as DAPA. So most questions has been asked about DAPA. Jeneke olop agote ami ki koisilu je teichoic acid is the chief characteristic of a gram positive cell wall. similarly, the second point to be remembered is DEPA is founded. It is found only in case of gram negative. A2 point or iman question ahana kintu A2 point or bahut question ahise. So you need to remember this point properly. Right? So what we remember, bacteria kole peptidoglycan, gram positive kole teichoic acid, gram negative kole DEPA. Is it clear? Next, in case of glycan part, it is also made up of alternating units of 2 amino acids. Yata neke sarita asile amino acids, and what are the two? It is called as neg aru nem. What is neg? N-acetyl glucosamine. And what is nem? N-acetyl muramic acid. Right? So, peptide aru glycan or logot mane glycan or kotha koisa ne peptide or kotha koisa ne gutekhini as a whole koisa. So amoi ki koiso two amino acids. Glycan or logot related mane glycan part is made up of amino acids. Peptide part is also made up of amino acids. Kintu duitar case hote amino acid gita beleg. In short, what we can say, peptidoglycan is a chief constituent of the bacterial cell wall. Peptidoglycan is made up of ki? It is made up of proteins. Our proteins kole ki hobo? Obviously, amino acids je thakibo. Mujhe paisa? So ultimately, peptidoglycan is made up of proteins. Our proteins kole smaller units ki hobo? Amino acids. So there are different types of amino acids that join together to form that peptidoglycan. So what are the different types of amino acids? These are the different types of amino acids that are found in the peptidoglycan. Is the point understood? Peptide. Yeah, neg is called as N-acetyl glucosamine. N-acetyl glucosamine, and nem is called as N-acetyl muramic acid. Now you don't have to take attention about the full form because etialake moi jitu dekhisu no from all the questions that I have related. So maximum questions has come about if suppose a question has been asked, it has been asked about neg and nem. Neg or full form, nem or full form teneke iman details ot aha nai etialake ha. Kintu neg aru nem to janibo lagibo. Why it is important? Because after this eubacteria no, I think you all remember we have talked about Monera. Monera ami ki koisilu there are 8 groups no, and of the 8 groups eubacteria eta group juntu niki ami discuss kori aso tar pisot ami archaebacteria discuss korim. So there should be certain types of differences between eubacteria and archaebacteria, and at that time akko ami neg and nem ami poribo laibo. ঠিক আছে তা মানে কিবা এটা বস্তু ইউব্যাকটেরিয়া সেল ওয়ালত আছে কিন্তু আর্কিব্যাকটেরিয়া সেল ওয়ালত নাই সো দ্য আর্কিব্যাকটেরিয়া ইজ সামথিং দ্যাট ইজ স্পেশাল ঠিক আছে এইখিনি সময়ত পঢ়িম এতিয়া ইমান ডিটেইলস না লাগে খালি মনত কি ৰাখিবা bacterial cell wall is made up of peptidoglycan বুলি ক'লে তিনটা ওয়ার্ড মনত ৰাখিবা মাত্ৰ DEPA neg আৰু nem DEPA কিয় মনত ৰাখিব লাগিব কাৰণ DEPA is present only in case of gram negative আৰু neg আৰু nem কিয় মনত ৰাখিব লাগিব কাৰণ আৰ্কিব্যাকটেৰিয়াত কিবা এটা বস্তু নাথাকিব ৰাইট তাতকে বেছি ডিটেইলছত নাযাবা এনসিআরটি বুকখনতো নাই তিমানকে কিন্তু আই থিংক এটা লাইন আছে DEPA ৰ ওপৰত as far as I remember ঠিক আছে সো এখিনি পাৰ্টত কিবা ডাউট আছিল নেকি একদম বেছি কমপ্লেক্স নকৰিবা ঠিক আছে সো we remember this point peptidoglycan word we remember this point we remember presence of neg and nem in the eubacterial cell wall right so this is all about the cell wall so up till here what we have completed is we have talked about the structure of the prokaryotic cell baki bilak structures to ami already korilwe no we have talked about pili we have talked about fimbriae mesosomes or functions ki heblak to discuss korilu plasmid or functions ki so amar ki baki asle cell envelope so this is all about cell envelope after studying the structure of a cell wall right also or after studying the structure of the prokaryotic cell we have to move to the next topic that is staining in bacteria. So bacteria jedi eta bacteria study koribo lage, if you want to study, how will you study? Obviously you have to look it under the microscope, right? And in order to look the interior contents of a bacteria properly, what you do, we always apply a stain. If you remember, if suppose if you see it from the anatomy point of view, you are given a stem section or you are given a root section, and if you want to see the cells or the tissues inside, ami ki korim? Besi bhalke tissues bilak dekhibole hole, obviously we give a color, and the most common color that we use is obviously saffronine, no? In case of plant. So in case of bacteria also, to study the interior of a bacteria properly, what we go for? We go for staining of bacteria. So the next topic is staining of bacteria. Why do you go for staining? So that we can have a proper idea how does the bacteria look like, right? This staining process was developed by Christian Gram, right? So as on scientist genetic staining process to discover but develop korise, he was called as Christian Gram. The stain that was used coloring, yeah. Bacteria to jeta tumi color koriba no, tete hale microscope ot sale ki hobo je besi sposto ke, you'll see it more clearer. That is the reason why we go for staining. Second is, because of staining, we know which bacteria is gram positive and which bacteria is gram negative. Is the point understood? Okay, so stain used is called as crystal violet, or it is also called as gram stain. ঠিক আছে, কোনে ডিসকাভার কৰিছে বা কোনে প্ৰপ'জ কৰিছে? Christian Gram. আৰু তেওঁৰ নামতে the stain has been named as gram stain, or it is called as crystal violet. Now how does the technique goes? Technique to sound, what do you have to do for staining a bacteria? Let me write the flow chart and then we'll explain. Can you see the board properly? Okay. Formation of crystal violet iodine. Just a second, I'll take a marker. Crystal violet iodine complex. This is also called as CVI complex. A flow chart kono ki poribo lagibo moi bujai asu. Let me write it down first. Okay, so this is how the flow chart goes about the technique of staining, right? So if you want to stain a bacteria, this is how you should proceed. What you do is, first you take a bacterial smear. Now what we are doing is trying to stain the bacteria. In order to stain the bacteria, ami bacteria to lobo lagibo. Now the point is, how will you take the bacteria for staining? আমি তো এনেকুৱা কৰিব নোৱাৰো that you go and you just by your hand you take out one bacteria and then you bring out for staining. তেনেকৈ আমি কৰিব পাৰিম জানো? আমি যদি ব্যাকটেৰিয়াটো ষ্টেইন কৰিব লাগে তে সেই ব্যাকটেৰিয়াটো আমি কেনেকৈ আনিম? How will you go for catching that bacteria? Any idea? Abhi ki porhi aso? We are talking about staining of a bacteria. The point is, if you want to stain a bacteria, obviously you have to bring a bacteria for staining. From where will you bring the bacteria? That's the first question. And how will you bring the bacteria? That is the second question. You cannot, because bacteria we know is a very small microscopic organism. You cannot be going and just pick it up with your hand. So that is the reason why I have used the word called as bacterial smear. Now, what we understand by the word smear? Smearing ki bostu? Can you hear me? Hello? Okay, then you all are not responding. Kwa? Tell me, what is smearing? Okay, so what you have to do is, in order to bring that bacteria for stirring, so ki koribo lagibo je bacteria to we have to collect it na. Suppose we are talking about some type of bacteria that is present in water, so we take the sample of water and from that sample no tate ami okkoman pani loi pelai, and in that water ki ase bacteria ase, we put that drop of water in a slide, glass slide chini pao no, something like this, glass slide, right? So what you do, you put the drop of water in this glass slide, and with another slide what you do, you just rub it off. Ekhon slide thakibo. For example, if suppose this is a slide, right? Suppose this is a glass slide, you put that drop of water containing bacteria in the glass slide, and with another glass slide what you do, you just pull it like this. That is what is called as smearing. As a result, what happens is, the bacteria that is present in that water will get attached to that slide. Is the word smearing understood? In order to, right? So you have to take two glass slides and then you have to press one above the other and just pull it off. Yeah. Kwa? Okay, so smearing mane ki swa ha, tumi to bacteria eta ki hoy imane horu bostu je tumi hatere to anibo nwara no, bacteria to dhori pela ani tak stain koribo parim janu? Obviously noaru. So ami ki koribo laibo je suppose about one area of water or maybe a one sample of water tat ki ase bacteria ase. So we collect the sample of water, right? And from that sample of water, 1 or 2 drops of water is put on a glass slide. Ekhon glass slide lom, ei glass slide khonot ami ki kore he tare pani okman thoi diu. Kiho kane thau karon pani to already bacteria khini ase, ami to sokure dekha nai, right? So ami microscope tolot dekhile ami ki gom pam je he pani khinir logote bacteria ase, kintu ami he bacteria to color u koribo laibo. So color koribo lagile he bacteria to ami kobat fix kori lobo laibo. So for the purpose of fixing, what we do is, a slide khonot pani drop to dilu, beleg ekhon slider e ami eneke bostu to pull kori diu. Pull kori dia karone he junkini bacteria prothom slide khonot asile, he slide khonot ki hoy kisuman bacteria lagi jay. And once you see it under the microscope, you can see the presence of bacteria on that slide. Karon ami stain koribo laibo, stain ami kot korim obviously on that slide. Karon individual bacteria you cannot go for staining. বস্তুটো বুজি পালু নে? Doubts আছে যদি please ask. পাইছো বুজি? Okay. So smearing কৰিলো, smearing কৰি পেলা আমি কি কৰিলো, এখনৰ ওপৰত এখন টানি পেলা আমি কৰি দিলো. Next is we go for air drying. যোনখন স্লাইডত, yeah. Please ask. Yeah, there might be air bubbles also. There might be air bubbles also. Karon water ase, air ase, to obviously air bubbles takibo lagibo. So we have to be very careful. right? Karan air bubbles thakile to kon problem hobo no. So air bubbles thakile ar if suppose swa ketiaba jodi air bubbles thakeo tar uporot jodi tumar kisman paniu thaki jay, that is why we use the next step that is called as air drying. You smear it off. As a result, slide khonot ki thakile okoman paniu thakile okoman bacteria thakile amak lage ki amak bacteria kini he lage. So we go up for a process called as air drying. So he slide khon ami hukabole diu, ঠিক আছে, that is what is called as air drying. And if we go for this process tetia hole ki hobo bubbles bilako naikia hoi jabo or obviously the water that was present will get dried. Is it clear? Okay. Then we'll go to the next thing. So once we have done this, then we'll go for the main thing, that is staining. The color that we use is called as crystal violet, that is also called as what? Gram stain, and another name is gentian violet. Eketai bostu. ঠিক আছে, gram stain বা crystal violet বা gentian violet, it's the same thing. And what would be the color of the stain? Obviously purple or violet. ঠিক আছে, তেনেকুৱা হতা wrong hobo. So we stain the bacteria with that stain. Next is color. Ekon slide ase, slide or bacteria smear to ase, air drying hoi gol. Tarpor ami ki koru, one drop of stain di diu. We wait for some time, around 30 seconds. A step to ami ki koru, 30 seconds we wait for, so that the bacteria can take up the stain. After 30 seconds is over, ami ki koru, we wash it with water. A slide kon ami laheke ekdom bahut pani di diu, bahut pani di dile to gute khini gusiye jabo, right? Lahe lahe pani di play, we try to remove the excess stain that is present in the slide. That is what is called as washing it with water. Once this process is done, we add another stain, and that stain is called as iodine stain. We are talking about bacterial stain. It a bacterial stain process to ami etia loke keita stain use korisu duta. The first stain that we have used is called as gram stain, right? Gram stain luar pisot ami pani re wash korilu, tarpisot ako re-stain korilu, ar re-stain ebar kihere korisu, iodine ere. Is the point understood? Again we'll wait for some time, and later once iodine has been added, bacteria to prothomote ki asile gram stain asile, eta notun ke ami ki add korisu crystal, we have added iodine, duita color mix hoi pelai eta complex form koribo, and that complex is called as CVI complex. What is CVI complex? Crystal violet iodine complex. Is the term understood? Combination of two colors in that bacteria forms a complex, and that complex is called as CVI complex. Once the CVI complex has been formed, the next is we treat that slide with alcohol. Treated with alcohol means what? Washing it with alcohol. You have to notice the washing purpose to ami kebar koriso. We have done 2 times. First is with water. Second, it's with alcohol, right? Next is once it has been washed with alcohol, no, duita stain asile, stain gita june ji lobo laga asile lole, and after that it is washed with alcohol. And after washing with alcohol, what we see is out of the total bacteria that was present here, some bacteria retains the stain. Means what? Alcohol they wash korar pisoto it was purple or blue in color, and some bacteria after washing it with alcohol did not retain the stain. The bacteria that retained the stain are called as gram positive, and the bacteria that did not retain the stain is called as gram negative. Ekhin loke buji paisun nai? Understood, right? Now from this part, the question that is asked is gram positive, gram negative, or who takes up crystal violet? The bacteria that takes up, or the bacteria that gets stained because of crystal violet. Teneke nukudiu, crystal violet is taken by gram positive, gram negative, both. No, the answer is both. Why? Swa, luat to duitai loisile no. Question to say who retains gram stain? Then the answer would be gram positive. Who takes up gram stain? Both of them can take in the gram stain, but they do not retain it. ৰংটো লৈছে কিন্তু ৰংটো ৰিটেইন কৰিব পৰা নাই ৰংটো কোনে লৈছে গ্ৰাম পজিটিভেও লৈছে নেগেটিভেও লৈছে কিন্তু ৰিটেইন কোনে কৰিছে ৰিটেইন অকল পজিটিভে কৰিছে কিন্তু নেগেটিভে ৰিটেইন কৰা নাই so you have to read the question very properly is the point understood taking in gram stain and retaining gram stain দুইটা বেলেগ বেলেগ বস্তু কিন্তু understood right okay so if the bacteria that retains the gram stain that they are called as gram positive and what would be the color of the gram positive purple or violet a gram positive bacteria bilak kenuka dekhat hobo purple or violet hobo now we come to that part where some of the bacteria did not retain the color now the question is ami je staining process to korisu kiho karone stain korisu so that we can read about that bacteria properly or we can see the inside of the bacteria properly right so bacteria to bhalke dekhibole ami staining korisu jun bilak bacteria they have taken in the color those bacteria are easy to study because they are colorful now we can see them properly but there are certain bacteria who did not take in the color in their case also we have to study them for them we have to make them colorful again for those type of bacteria this time we have to use another stain that is called as safranin junbilak bacteria gram stain to retain koribo para nai tahatako ami colorful banabo laibo so that we can study and this time the stain that we are using is called as safranin and because of the use of the safranin these group of bacteria turns pink is the point understood and those bacteria that turned pink because of the addition of safranin are called as what gram negative bacteria any questions from this part so we have an idea what is gram positive and gram negative question ki ahibo pare Christian grammar kotha janibo lagibo the name of the stain is something that you have to know third question as I asked you before who retains and who takes in right retains is by gram positive does not retain gram negative another question that has been asked from this flow chart MCQ point of view pra aru eta question kudise question to kudise je as far as retaining the color is concerned no kuntu step or pisot it is decided that whether the bacteria will take in the color or not you have to talk it you have to say the answer would be once the bacteria are washed with alcohol tar pisot he ami gom pam gram positive ne gram negative karon in this process washing has been done twice once the washing is with water second the washing is with alcohol so who decides gram positive ne gram negative which step washing it with alcohol is the point understood okay so this is all about staining process in case of bacteria next we have to talk about types of bacteria or in short we can say classification of bacteria right next topic okay classification of bacteria bacteria has been classified under two categories but on the basis of two things wait classification of bacteria on the basis of shapes and number of flagella right so according to the different shapes that the bacteria show they have been given different names right eta classification keneke korise on the basis of shape aru ekhon classification keneke korise on the basis of number of flagella that is present we have already discussed talking about a bacteria locomotion present ne absent present right apart from cyanobacteria baki bilakot ki hoy they present and if they move from one place to another with the help of what with the help of flagella so not necessarily one bacteria will have only one flagella more than one flagella thakibo pare so accordingly they have been classified first we'll go to shapes So shapes of bacteria, when we talk about, what we need to remember is that tahator khodai sarita basic shape thake. Right? So what are the 4 basic shapes? Coccus, Bacillus, Vibrio and spiral. Coccus mane something that is round or globular. Right? Next is another point is tahator flagella nathake. Flagellated is the word that we use for coccus. Next is we have Bacillus. Bacillus ki hoy rod shaped. Right? First point, rod shaped. Second is, this is the most common type of bacteria that is found. If you remember the structure that we have drawn, no, in the last class, we have drawn the structure of a Bacillus bacteria or a rod-shaped bacteria, right? So coccus, kunbilak bacteria, the bacteria that is round or spherical that do not have a flagella, they are called as coccus, are flagellated. Bacillus, obviously flagellated, they are rod-shaped and they are the most common type of bacteria that is found. The next type is Vibrio. Vibrio ki bostu, the bacteria, some of them are comma shaped. So comma shaped bacteria are called as Vibrio. Comma matlab enekwa, no? So this type of bacteria is called as Vibrio. They might be also flagellated. And lastly, we have this word spiral. Spiral bacteria, as the name suggests, it will be like S. Right? That is what is called as spiral. So bacteria boli kore basic sarita step ase coccus, Bacillus, Vibrio and spiral. Now when we talk about apart from this basic steps, aru kisuman ki thake duta other shape u thake. One is called as stalked bacteria and the other is called as budding bacteria. Stalked bacteria, how does a bacteria look like? The eta bacteria ase aru eta stalk thakibo. So this is what is called as stalked bacteria. So etu monot rakhibole. Budding bacteria is rhodomicrobian. When we talk about budding, generally we remember what? We remember yeast, no? I think we remember in the first class we have talked about. So yeast boli kole, yeast bilake major form of reproduction, but most common type of reproduction ki hoy? Khodai budding. What is budding? If the main cell, what? Develops a protruded part, that is what is called as bud, no? Or a bud too will get detached and ultimately it will behave like an individual organism. So generally budding is something that is seen in case of yeast, but in case of bacteria also, we have a type of bacteria that is called as budding bacteria and the name is rhodomicrobion. Budding bacteria upor generally questions ahana, questions ki hor upor ahise, stalked bacteria upor, right? Next, we come to the basic shapes of bacteria. The coccus group has been divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 types, right? So coccus group or kiman thakibo 6 type thakibo. Bacillus group kiman divide korise 4 types of. Coccus, the first group is Monococcus, Diplococcus, Streptococcus, Tetracoccus, Staphylo and Sertini. So what is Monococcus? To know that answer, first you need to know what is coccus. A coccus is a bacteria that is round or spherical. Monococcus, jedi suppose eta okol round ase ba okol eta bacteria ase that is spherical, that is what is called as Monococcus. Mono means what? Mono means single. Similarly, if two bacteria are together, this is called as what? Diplococcus. Similarly, Streptococcus, Tetracoccus, Staphylococcus, etc. Streptococcus, you need to remember the word strepto. Current strepto word too, not necessarily it is related only with coccus, but it is also related with bacillus forms also. Jeneke ami streptococcus koiso, thik teneke streptobacillus thakibo. So what is important is to know the meaning of strepto. So what is strepto? A particular type of arrangement. So if the bacteria are arranged in a form of a chain, this is called as strepto. Eta thakile mono, jedi monococcus kon tete hale enukwa eta thakibo, jedi monobacillus kon tete hale edal rod shape thakibo. Thik teneke diplococcus kole duta spherical thakibo, diplobacillus kole duta rod shape thakibo. Similarly, strepto is if the bacteria remain in the form of a chain, that is what is called as Streptobacillus or Streptococcus. The diagram that I have drawn is obviously of Streptococcus. Next we have a word called as Tetracoccus. What is Tetracoccus? Tetra means 4. So sarita jedi bacteria ekelege thakibo tak ami ki buli kom? Tetra. Right? And ultimately, we have something called as Staphylo. Next ki ase Staphylo. What is Staphylo, or what we understand by the word of Staphylo? Irregular bunch. If the bacteria remains in the form of an irregular bunch buli kole, we remember the picture of grapes. A bunch of grapes, right? So keneke arrange hoy? Grapes bilak to ami normally eneke aku, no? Something like this. This is what is called as a bunch of grapes. Now, if the bacteria are arranged in irregular bunch, means tomak eku specific number nai, je dutai thakibo ne, saritai thakibo ne, pastai thakibo, what would be the arrangement? Chainor nisnake thakibo ne, eneke thakibo. Irregular arrangement ok tak ami ki buli kom? Staphylo word to ami use korim. Right? And ultimately, we have something called as Sericini. Sericini is a term that is used when the coccus bacteria remains in the form of a cube. Atta bacteria cube form kori thakile, right? Cube form kori thakile, tetiyale he structure tok ami ki buli kom? Sericini buli kom. So what you need to remember? The meaning of mono, diplo, strepto, tetra and Staphylo and Sericini. Question has been asked about यार question केने के आइसे generally example based questions आहा नहीं questions आहिसे जे diagram तो आकी दिबो and you have to identify which type of bacteria is it. For example, if the diagram is drawn like this, you have to know that we are talking about Tetracoccus. Right? Similarly, if suppose a diagram is drawn like this, then we have to know that we are drawing or we are talking something about Staphylo. Similarly, if it is drawn in the form of a chain, this is called as Strepto. So what is important from this part is the diagram based question, and the diagram can identify the diagram or identify the structure. Right? So this was all about the first one, that is coccus type of bacteria. The next type that we move is, or that we will discuss, is something that is called as bacillus. Whenever we hear the word bacillus, two things to be remembered. First, it is the most common type of bacteria that is available or that is seen. Second, it is always rod shaped and it is always flagellated. Right? So similarly, bacillus ki hobo? Rod shaped hobo. Right? So we have again 4 types. Monobacillus. What we understand by monobacillus? One rod-shaped bacteria staying like that is called as monobacillus. Similarly, diplobacillus, streptobacillus and palisade-like. Now, out of this, question has been asked about this palisade-like. What is palisade-like of arrangement? We are talking about bacillus, no? Bacillus hole ki hobo? Rod-shaped. And to have a rough diagram, how will it look like? Something like this. If suppose some of the bacillus bacteria remains in the form of an arrangement of matchsticks. Matchstick ketama loi pela. If suppose we are talking about a matchstick like this, no? Eneke matchstick bilak jodi eta arrange kori diu. Aru thik teneke bacteria bilako teneke arrange hoi ase in the form. This is what is called as palisade. Question to ki ahi se? When bacteria are lined side by side like a matchstick, that structure of bacteria is called as, right? So you need to know that your matchstick word to thakibo nohoy, we are talking about palisade. So maximum question has been asked about that palisade formation itself. Right? So ki hoy bacteria pilak jeneke etar side out etake arrange hoy thakibo in the form of a matchstick. That is what is called as a palisade arrangement. So this is all about coccus and bacillus. The next type is Vibrio. Nothing to discuss in details. Vibrio mane ki comma shaped bacteria is called as Vibrio. Similarly, we have spiral. A S shaped bacteria is called as spiral, and these are the examples of the different shapes. So we are discussing classification of bacteria. This is the first classification on the basis of shapes. Next, we'll go to the next one. that is the number of flagella that is present. On the basis of number of flagella. Okay, on the basis of number of flagella, we have certain terms that are given for bacteria. R. trichus, example Lactobacillus. Monotrichus, example Theobacillus. এইবিলাক সব ব্যাকটেরিয়ার নাম বিলাক Amphitrichus, example Nitrosomonas. ইয়াতে example বিলাক মনত ৰাখিব লাগিব. Cephalotrichus, example Pseudomonas. Pseudomonas fluorescens. Next, 5 is Lophotrichus. Example Spirillum volutens. And finally, the last one, Peritrichus. And examples of Peritrichus would be E. coli. The second example would be Clostridium. Clostridium tetani. So on the basis of the number of flagella, these are the different types of bacteria. Now when we talk about flagella, the first point to be remembered is not necessary each and every bacteria would have a flagella, right? Kisuman bacteria flagella nathake, and if the flagella is absent, the term that is given or the name that is given to such type of bacteria is called as R. trichus. The word trichus has come from the word that is called as trichome. And what is trichome? Hair-like structure. Right? So trichome opera ki ahise trichus. So bacteria jar flagella nathake tak R. trichus. A2 portion opera question ki ahise. Question has been asked again on the basis of the diagrams. How do the bacteria look like? For example, to have a rough diagram, R. trichus, suppose this is a bacteria that do not have a flagella, and this is what is called as R. trichus. Monotrichus, a bacteria with one flagella is called as Monotrichus. Amphitrichus, as the word amphi, will have flagella on both the sides. Cephalotrichus, a bacteria will have more than two numbers of flagella at one end only. This is cephalo. Lophotrichus, diagram to bhalke sabak and diagram based question ahise. More than 2 flagella at both the ends, that is called as Lopho. And Peritrichus is a bacteria that will have flagella on the entire body surface. Right? And out of this type, maximum question has been asked about Peritrichus, right? Identify the Peritrichus. But question to hai, a bacteria having flagella on its entire body is called as, peritrichus. So diagram kita bhalke saba. Atrichus without flagella, monotrichus everyone understands, one flagella. Amphitrichus both the end dot. This yato thakibo, that is called as amphi. Cephalo or lophore, what is the difference? Group of flagella at one end is called as cephalo. Group of flagella at both the ends is called as lophore. And ultimately flagella on the entire body surface is called as peritrichus. So up till here what we have discussed is, we have talked about the presence or absence of flagella, and we have discussed the classification of bacteria. In the next class what we will be discussing is structure of flagella. How does the flagella look like? And then we will be talking about the life process of bacteria. Any doubts from this section? Zerinai, I think we can wind up the class today. Okay, thank you.